Newfoundland is it's a beautiful place. It's really lots of beauty around Newfoundland, right?
Yeah.
So
Flat
our
road.
dream is to leave our footprint in Newfoundland, and Afro Kitchen will help
Yeah.
us do that.
Yes. Hi, my name is Christiana Emmanuel. Here with me, my husband, Emmanuel Sunday. We are co-owners of Afro Kitchen NL, and we moved to St. John's 2018. Originally, we are from Nigeria. And when we moved to Newfoundland, we were craving for some African food, and we noticed that there's no African food anywhere to be found. So we come up with the idea of having an African food to help the African transit smoothly into the system, and to encourage the locals to also try something different. We can bring the culture of African here to St. John's.
I lived in Finland for some years. I met my wife in the UK during one of my research trip to England. We went back to Nigeria. We got married in Nigeria about a year later, and now I moved back to Finland. When I got the opportunity to study oil and gas in Canada, I grabbed it. So we moved here to St. John's, and we love it here in St. John's. Christiana is somebody that loves to cook. She likes cooking a lot. Virtually every day she brings food to me. I have lunch with friends in school, and during weekends we invite friends home to have dinner with us, or to just have time together. Yeah, when COVID happened and there was the lockdown and people could not go out, and friends that usually come into our home every weekend, they no longer come around. So she cooks, and I'll drive her around. We just go around to hand out to friends just some bowl of food. Then some people we begin to ask, okay, is it possible you make this for me, maybe in a larger quantity, so that something that can take me for a week, I'm ready to pay for it. We said, why not? So that's how she started it.
Mostly we source our material locally. We want to go local. We try to contribute to the economic growth of St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. There's an African grocery store that spring up, like Toya International.
I think when we came, it was just Toya.
Toya International.
And a lot of other stores like Wandebo
and Med
Tropical. We're happy that we have these African stores springing up all that are around.
Like if we are trying to import, then that means we are not helping the
local market.
Yeah, so like instead of us taking the money out, why don't we recycle it here in St. John's so that we can help the economic to grow.
We've been able to connect with so many farmers to get our meat. We have some farmers in CBS, in Stephenville, Deer Lake. We spent about a week in Deer Lake.
Going to Conabrook.
Yeah, Conabrook and all of that. That's where we met some of these farmers that we partner with now. So we've traveled across Newfoundland, but we've not been to Labrador. We hope to do that someday. We went to Alberta. We didn't really like it there. We've been to Quebec, Montreal.
We've been to
Edmonton, in Alberta. We've been to Ottawa, Toronto. Yeah. However, of all the places we've been to, we've not really found a place where we say, okay, we can compare to St. John's to call a home. We are still looking for space where we can operate every day
and dine in, so that people can come together, eat together, chat together.
One of our key focus is to create an environment where the Africans can feel at home in St. John's, and also locals. We have the feeling of Africa here in St. John's locally. So if we're able to have that space where people can come together, you understand, it will actually foster unity to create a very good impression. Everybody can have a space. Africa will be really represented here in St. John's, and Newfoundlanders, those that really want to know about Africa, that space will give them that opportunity also, because food talks a lot about people. Yeah, being here in St. John's, I've had the opportunity to eat the Jigs dinner. So every community, every society, they have something that unite them. They have the food that unite them. So that's what we want to create in St. John's. For now, we only do the takeout, and we don't do dine-in. So we do curbside pickup and takeout. So our customers can get us on DoorDash, on Uber Eats, on Skilly Dishes.
Or on our location.
Yes.
Or in our location.
Yeah, they can just walk in, place their order, and pick it up. We do the farmers market. We also do catering services. The one thing we want to add, which will depend on this space we get, is Afro Kitchen Culinary Academy. Yeah, we have that planned out to not just to give people our kind of food, but to teach them how to cook it. And even at that, somebody contacted us from the city of Carbonia to partner with them on some cooking classes. Yeah, so we have a lot in stock, lots of programs lined up. St. John's has been a home to us. We like it, St. John's. When we came in, we didn't plan to stay. However, when the business started, when we saw the reception and the satisfaction it brings with it, we decided to make St. John's our home.
The locals accepted the business like theirs, because all of them is like, even when we started, they are the one that broadcast our business for us, our presence for us, the Telegram, the CBC, they're like
NTV.
The NTV. They're like, oh, and there's an African food, there's coming African restaurants. They're like, oh my God, I woke up in the morning, I saw social media, African restaurants, African food, African this. That is to show that they are really in support of our business, and they also like to try our food. And anybody, even recently we did catering for Memorial University, so we love it here. They are nice. And Newfoundland, you guys are sweet.